Hi guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you my acne journey, kind of where I've been, how bad my skin was, and then now which products I'm using to keep my skin clear. So if you want to see what's really working for me, please keep watching. Quickly before we get going, I just wanted to mention that this is my skin bare. I just have moisturizer on, nothing tinted, no makeup whatsoever, and I pulled my hair back out of my face so that you can really see what my skin looks like, and I'm pretty proud of it. It's not perfect, but it looks so much better than it did a year ago, and probably the best it's looked in probably 10 years. So this is my bare face, and this is what we're working with. And my skin is oily combination, definitely breakout prone, just so you know what kind of skin type I'm talking about. It's super oily, still has breakouts, and I've kind of gotten rid of the combination dry patches using this routine. So these are the products that are working for my oily, breakout prone skin. And probably in the last 6 months of this year, my skin has looked the clearest it's ever been, probably since before I was 13. So first I'll just give you a little bit of backstory of my acne journey. So I first started getting breakouts when I was probably around 12 or 13, and then they didn't stop and they just got worse and worse. And I basically went to the dermatologist, several dermatologists actually, and tried basically every medication and remedy known to man. So I did topical treatments like clindamycin and all of the over-the-counter topicals you can think of. Then I did all the antibiotics like tetracycline, doxycycline, minocycline, and those were basically just placebos. I didn't see any effect, and I did not like taking antibiotics every day of my life. And then more recently I also had spironolactone or something like that. It's the other kind of pill that they give you for acne, and that did not work for me at all as far as acne. It gave me other weird side effects, and I just didn't like how I was feeling on it. So basically I've tried every remedy under the sun, and then when I was a sophomore in high school I decided to go on Accutane, and I did the full 6 months. I didn't have the horrible awful side effects that a lot of people talk about. I did have extremely dry skin, and it was peeling, especially around my mouth. It got really bad, and it was just constantly peeling. I was constantly having to exfoliate it off and moisturize, and my whole face and my lips, everything just kind of got super peely. But that did cure all my acne. So my face looked perfect, and my chest and my back acne also totally went away. So that was a miracle worker. For me, Accutane was really worth it, and I was able to go the full 6 months and without really any adverse side effects other than the dryness. I finished up the Accutane around the summer before my junior year of high school, so then I probably had a few good years after that of pretty okay skin. So my junior and senior year weren't bad, but I was a teenager at the time, so I definitely was having hormonal breakouts, but overall nothing horrific like I had had before. And then into college, it also was pretty good for probably my freshman year. And then sophomore year, it started to creep back up, and I believe that's when I went on some topical treatments once again, and I found some that really work for me. And I'm not going to suggest exact topicals because everyone's different, and you really do have to go through this with trial and error and with your dermatologist. But I found some that worked for me, and they were really great, and I used those probably till about the end of college. And then I was like, you know what, I'm an adult now. I don't want to be dealing with these teenage acne problems. My skin's looking great. I don't want to keep using these prescription strength topical medications that are kind of harsh on my skin. So I kind of abandoned all of them and tried to go with a more simple skincare routine using only over-the-counter things. But then my skin got bad again. So not using anything prescription worked for probably a couple of years, probably 2 years after college, and then the acne came back again. So I'll insert the before photos here, and it just was really bad. This was kind of probably even worse than when I had it as a teenager, and this round of acne really left a lot of the scars that are left on my face. I did not have this dark of scarring before, so I was really kind of devastated that my skin had got this bad again, and I felt betrayed, like, oh my god, I'm an adult, I should not be having these teenage acne issues. Like, I thought we all outgrew this, why isn't this ending? But then I went back on the topicals, and they really cured it up almost right away. So I also wanted to show you guys some other products that really worked for me in conjunction with the prescription topicals that I use, and that I think have really made a huge difference in my skin today. My biggest piece of advice for anyone struggling with acne is to definitely go to a dermatologist and get prescription strength products, and also to not waste your money on just over-the-counter or drugstore products. None of them are going to work, probably. You're just going to waste your money. I've tried basically every product on the market, and you might get lucky and find something that works for you, but really I think it's best to stick with medical grade products and prescription products. So I did find one website that offers medical grade products, and that really kind of changed the game for me once I was back on my prescription topicals, and that is premierlook.com. So I like this website because it offers medical grade products, and I think a lot of the over-the-counter and drugstore products really don't have any important active ingredients in them. A lot of them are just placebo effect products that aren't really going to do much for you. So after being frustrated with all of those not working, I kind of turned to medical grade products, and those I've seen the biggest results with. And the first one is this NeoStrata Foaming Glycolic Wash, and I use this morning and night as my facial cleanser, and it's a foam which really agrees with my skin. Some people say foam throws off the pH balance of your skin, but I have really good results with this. And I also have really great results with a lot of exfoliating. Everyone's skin's different. Some people, when they're broken out, exfoliating just kind of spreads the breakout and makes it worse. For me, exfoliating really is amazing, and I need to do lots of exfoliating for my skin to look this good. I tried not exfoliating for a while because I'd always heard, oh, if you have an active breakout, don't exfoliate, it'll just spread it. But really my skin responds very well to a lot of exfoliating. This cleanser in particular has a lot of glycolic in it, which is very exfoliating for the skin and kind of refines the surface area of your skin. I think it has glycolic acid and some other forms of AHA and PHA, which are very great for resurfacing and retexturizing the skin and enhancing its clarity, as it says right here. And then another medical grade product that I really love is this Epionce Lytic Tx Retexturizing Lotion. And I use this in the mornings, and right now I've kind of whittled it down to using it every other morning because I'm trying to see if my skin will react okay to it, and so far it's been okay. But this is a really great product for if you find yourself breaking out during the day. I think this sits really nicely under makeup. It kind of keeps my oiliness at bay and keeps any breakouts from coming throughout the day. So this really keeps my skin clear, I feel, and I think it also just enhances the texture of my skin. When you rub it on, it feels not tingly, but you can just feel it working in your pores. I don't know how else to describe it. So I really love this product. And while we're on the topic of exfoliation, one product I have that is not medical grade is this Kiehl's Epidermal Retexturizing Microdermabrasion. And this is one of the more intense, probably, Kiehl's products. But you can get this anywhere, the Kiehl store, Nordstrom's, online. And this is amazing at exfoliating. I use this once every 3 days just to do a really, really deep exfoliation to kind of complement my NeoStrata foaming cleanser, and this really just gets everything off your skin. Your skin almost looks kind of red and raw after you rub it in for 30 seconds, but I like that because I like to know that I'm getting fresh skin to the surface and kind of getting rid of all those dead skin cells and all that debris on my skin. So this has been amazing to use at night once every 3 days, and I think because it exfoliates so deeply, it also allows my prescription products and my other topicals to really sink in and help my skin stay clear. Having really problem breakout skin makes it hard to pick good moisturizers because you don't want to go with anything too heavy, and then sometimes you go with something too light, and then that doesn't give you enough moisture, so your skin just gets dehydrated and breaks out more. So it really was trial and error. Plus you see all these beauty gurus using, super expensive luxury oils from every single line on the market, and they say, oh, look how amazing this $200 oil makes my skin look. Well, in my experience, none of them really do all that much. There are a lot that I like I tried out the Sunday Riley Luna, which is a cult favorite at the moment. I really liked that. It gave me really nice results, but it was so expensive for such a tiny bottle. So I finally found a cheaper alternative that I think works really well for me in healing and moisturizing my skin at night, and I just use Rosehip Seed Oil. And I bought mine off Amazon. You can search for it on Amazon, and there's several different options. Just the best one you can find with the purest ingredients, and that's Rosehip Seed Oil, not just rosehip oil, I think is a fine option, anyone you see on Amazon. The one I found just comes in a pump bottle, so it's really convenient, and I just use one pump and rub it, warm it up in my fingers, and then just pat it all over my face at night to make sure I get a really deep moisturization while I'm sleeping. And that has really helped my skin stay more even, I think, in terms of dry patches. I don't really get dry patches anymore. I'm kind of moisturized all over, and I think it's really just enhanced the even tone of my skin as well. When I wake up in the morning, my skin just looks plump and even and has no dry patches. So those are kind of some of the main products that really helped keep my breakouts at bay and helped heal my skin. And then for some other like more specific treatment products, I'm going to show you two of my absolute favorites. This is another one that's over the counter, but I think it's amazing, and that is the L'Oreal Pure Clay Mask, and this is the blue one, which I think has something about comfort in the title. So I picked it up because of the comfort, because I've tried a few other clay masks. There's a Kiehl's one I really like, or I've even tried the Glam Go one, and that one's really nice, but those ones really suck the impurities to the surface and kind of cause you to break out and get all the toxins out of your skin. And for me, that just causes more breakouts, so that's not what I want. I want something to soothe my skin and also heal it, and I think this blue one really does that. It kind of does draw the breakouts out, but I find that after I use it, I don't have any fresh breakouts the next morning. The ones I have are just kind of healed, and my skin is just very even and soft. It also is very comforting on the skin. A lot of times with masks, once you wash it off, your face is red underneath. When I wash this off, my face isn't red at all, which I think is really rare to find with a mask. So I love that. It's a must try for sure. My final miracle treatment product is another Amazon purchase, and this is the Acne Pimple Master Patch. They look like this. If you just search Acne Pimple Patch, I think these come right up, and they're pretty cheap. And I'll show you what they look like. They come in this little Ziploc bag, and they're literally just zit stickers. So you pull them out of here. They look like this, and they're little flesh tone stickers that you just stick on a breakout. And when I was purchasing these, I had heard that these are great at drawing deep pimples out, but I've put these on top of kind of under the skin pimples overnight, and it really hasn't drawn it up to a head like I was hoping. But these do work really great for something else. When you're being naughty and picking your skin and then it's kind of oozing, once you get all the white stuff out, and then sometimes it's kind of still oozing oil, especially on pimples where you can still feel a deep bump underneath there even though you've popped it and there's nothing left. Put one of these on there overnight, and then the next morning it will be flat. This draws everything to the surface, and when you peel it off, you can see the like pus that it's sucked out on the pimple patch. It's disgusting, but it's amazing. You'll become addicted to them. And I also find that this really helps pimples from spreading. So since you have those little seeping ones like that, if you put the sticker on it, it kind of absorbs all of the secretion, and then you don't get a pimple in the pore right next to the one you just popped. So these are incredible, really cheap, and they really do help me prevent my breakouts from spreading and help me get those deep ones to draw all the way out once I've already popped the surface pimple. And then really quickly, I wanted to mention just two final products that really I think have changed my skincare routine and helped my skin for the better. And the first one is the makeup eraser. So for years, I used just regular makeup wipes from the drugstore, and even there was really gentle ones that I found that I really liked. I was really loyal to one brand in particular, and I think they did a great job. They didn't irritate my eyes, and they did get all my makeup off. But even so, once I rubbed all my makeup off, my skin was always a little red and irritated. No matter which brand I use, no matter what, just whatever they use in those, pre-moistened makeup wipes just did not agree with my skin, and I think was really irritating it further. So I really like the makeup eraser because it's really soft and it's reusable, and it just only uses water to get your makeup off. So if you've never used one of these before, it looks like this. There's pink version too, I believe. And you just get it wet, and then one side takes your eye makeup off, the other side takes your face makeup off, and it really works really well. The only thing it doesn't work on is any sort of waterproof eye makeup, but I don't tend to wear that day to day, so this works really great for me. And the soft side just really buffs off all your makeup without irritating your skin, and I think that has really helped my skin not be so inflamed and angry. And like I mentioned, personally, I found it really hard to find moisturizers that worked for my skin and weren't too oily or not moisturizing enough. And then I found one. This is another medical grade product, and I love this. It's the Revision Intellishade Matte Tinted Moisturizer, and it has SPF 45 in it, and SPF super important for preventing further scars and all that. And it's just tinted ever so slightly. You could get away with this by itself. Some days I'll just wear this on my skin and no makeup. But this is beautiful, and I use this basically daily for probably the last year as just my morning moisturizer after I used my cleanser and then used my prescription products and also this Epionce product. Then this was my final step as my moisturizer, SPF, and kind of tinted primer almost for my makeup as well. So I love this product. I would highly recommend it, and I think it really does moisturize your skin just enough to make it not get kind of dry and patchy, but doesn't get you greasy at all. It keeps you matte throughout the day, so this is incredible. So those are some of the miracle products that I found in the last year that have really helped clear my skin. As I told you, that before picture was from about a year ago and my skin was looking horrific, but I really do recommend going to a dermatologist and getting some over-the-counter topical treatments, and I think those in conjunction with some medical grade products will really change the game of skincare. So I know it's kind of hard to find medical grade products on the internet, but definitely do some research and find some good places where they sell them. I personally have had great luck with Premier Look. I think they're amazing. And there's always coupon codes for them too. If you watch the founder's YouTube channel, her name is Brianna, I'll link it below. She always has a 15% off coupon that I use when I buy my products, so that's really nice. Eventually I'm hoping to get off of these prescription topicals and just use only the medical grade skincare, but for now I don't want to chance it because just a year ago when I stopped using prescription products, my skin just freaked out and was super angry. So for me, the cure to my acne was lots of exfoliation, some prescription products, and some medical grade products, and then a few other little hidden gems I found at the drugstore. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching.